Enclosed for this round 7 NPL women's catch-up match between Tuggeranong United and Majura FC. Bit of a chilly evening in Canberra with Kangaroos spotted over on that far side of the field. In a game between the two bottom sides in the league. Currently, Tuggeranong United, after ANU dropped out of the competition, sit in 7th spot with 3 points this season. That came from a win against ANU. 3 points above them sit Majura on 6 points. A win for Tuggeranong today would take them level on points with Majura heading into the final games of the season. Majura have the better goal difference. Even if they lose this match, they will stay in that 6th position, 7th place, potentially with the threat of relegation hanging over either side. Two teams coming out here. We'll go through the starting lineups for either side. Ian Tom's names a 4-3-3 formation. Starting in goals, number 99, Brianna Lazari. To back for number 29, Georgia Moffat at left back. Number 12, Jess Mitchell, partnering number 4, Lara Mustaine. In the centre of defence with number 3, Zoe Williams at right back. At the base of midfield, number 15, Claire Bundy. The two in advanced midfielders, number 8, Gemma Toms, partnering number 9, Tara Manthongzi. On the left of the front three, number 34, Rihanna Goldstein. On the right, number 23, Lena Christofferson. And through the middle, number 13, Claire Kennedy Spencer. So that is the starting lineup for Tuggeranong. On the bench, number 10, Lucy Prime. Number 17, Mackenzie Hatesma. Number 33, Matilda Morman. And number 89, Annabelle Evans. That is the home side starting lineup for Majura, who are yet to come out. In goal, number 99, Grace New. Back 4, number 15, Maya Morden. Number 12, Joanne South and partners. Number 9, Hallie Niamiche. In the centre of defence. And at right back, number 24, Vanessa Ritchie. They name a midfield 3 as well. At the base of the midfield, number 19, Brianna Kent. Number 4, Eliza Baker. Partners, number 32, Alice Johansson Cranfield. As the advanced midfielders. And the front 3, number 45, Shema Tawil on the left. Number 29, Margot Sieb on the right. And through the middle, number 7, Sophia Furlaneto. On the bench, number 5, Olive Huddy. Number 33, Millie Moody. Number 11, Bella Pole. Number 14, April Van Duren. And number 35, Virginia Singers. So that is the starting lineup for Majura, the away side, who are in their away kit. That maroon. Over to our left. Referees for this game. It's a first grade debut for the main referee, Tin No. Assistant 1, Kira Rachinovsky, and assistant 2 is Andrew Forster. Two captains, Grace New and Lara Mustaine. And the coin toss in the middle. Majura, their head coach is David Roberto. Tuggeranong's head coach, Ian Toms. These are the two sides facing up. It's a massive game in the context of their season. These two will meet one more time on the final game of the season. So really, if Tuggeranong want to avoid finishing bottom of the table, they have to win tonight. Now, I feel confident. A few notable names not on the team sheet for Majura. Top scorer Carmel Lynch, 5 goals this season. One of the other bright sparks this season, Olivia Martinello, who has 2 goals, isn't on the bench or in the team sheet either. Tuggeranong missing the likes of Acacia Argento, their top scorer. Have retained bulk of their squad. Really close game the last time these two met in the league in round 14. Majura winning 3-2. Tuggeranong dictate the lead on 8 minutes. They were pegged back as Majura took back the lead through Sophia Furlaneto and Carmel Lynch penalty. Tara Manthongzi got things level after 55 minutes, just 4 minutes after Lynch had scored the penalty before last minute right goal for Majura. Gave them the 3 points with just 8 minutes remaining. So almost set for kickoff between these two sides. And we are underway at Greenway Enclosed. This bottom of the table clash. Majura win back the ball early through Hanson Cranfield. Baker can drive forward. cut out by Mustaine. Positive early play from Eliza Baker in midfield. Ball goes out for a Majura throw. Immediately, the away side camping themselves in the Tuggeranong half. Long throw from Maya Morton. One back by Baker, who's looked bright early for Majura. Back to Hallie Niamache. Baker cleared away by Tuggeranong, but Majura starting with early possession here. Joanne Southam found Johansson Cranfield. Zeeb to Ritchie. Cranfield shut down. Now the ball at the feet of Prime. Closed down by Johansson Cranfield. So one late change to the Tuggeranong starting lineup with Prime coming into the team. Bree Kent loses out, almost found Gemma Toms. Out it comes to Shema Tawil on that side. Back to Maya Morton. Now the amateur. Majura have a vastly better goal difference in comparison to Tuggeranong. Not helped by a 20-0 defeat to Belconnen earlier in the season. Great pressure early on that far side from Zoe Williams. Morton with the throw for Majura. Looking for Baker. Ball was won by Williams. Picked up by Tawil. Does really well to get away from two challenges. Ball goes out for a Majura throw. Looking like it'll be a really close contest between these two. Controlled by Sophia Ferlin-Neto. 3 goals this season for her. 2 came against ANU in the first game of the season. 2 really good long-range efforts. Well, she did the same against Tuggeranong. Tawil's done really well here. Take on Mustaine. Tawil gets the ball in, cleared by Jess Mitchell. Out it comes to Baker. Majura looking the more likely early on. Cleared away by Claire Bundy. Picked up by Kennedy Spencer. Mitchell given away. Johansson Cranfield testing the legs of Ferlin-Neto. Won't get on the end of that pass. Majura looking really bright to start this game. Goal kick opportunity for Brianna Lazari in the net for Tuggeranong. Header won by Ritchie. Now a bit of room for Prime. Southam with a great pass. Johansson Cranfield. Well won back by Tara Manthongzi in that Tuggeranong midfield. So it looks like that change for Tuggeranong. Last minute. Prime has a go. Deflected. Almost finds its way through to Claire Kennedy Spencer. Grace New comfortable and alert to win that ball. So that late change was Lucy Prime coming in. Christopherson not in the starting lineup for Tuggeranong. Goldstein over on that other side is the other winger who has remained in the starting lineup. A further addition to the bench as well in Casey Smith, the captain. He's been a standout player for Tuggeranong this season. Through ball, looking for Ferlin-Neto. Mitchell got there ahead of play leading the line for Majura, and Ferlin-Neto nearly robbed Mitchell of possession. Away by Mustaine. Tawil looks for Sieb. Johansson Cranfield has a go. And Richie was busting her gut to keep that one in. Couldn't do so in the end. Johansson Cranfield happy to have a go from long range. I'll be desperate to add to their goal tally this season. Lovely touch there by Kennedy Spencer. Manthongzi for Goldstein, who can't keep the ball in. Throw goes away. Morton goes to fetch the ball from that far side of the field, covered in Kangaroos. Now Eliza Baker. Goldstein, Mitchell, centre back driving her way through. Referee gives a free kick the way of Tuggeranong. Grab behind this free kick for Tuggeranong. Fairly central position, Manthongzi standing over this ball. Plenty of numbers in the box for her to pick out. Would she fancy a shot from this range? It's a difficult one for a cross. It's Tara Manthongzi's effort, and it's wide. It was hit well. Not one that will trouble Grace New, though. In the net for Majura. Goal kick goes their way. That whole move started with Jess Mitchell winning the ball from central defence and driving into midfield. Really positive play from her. Morton looking for Ferlineto. Up in the air by Mitchell. Now picked up by Kent. Trying to scoop it over for Ferlineto. Mustaine. Lovely pass from Bundy. Prime can't find a teammate, picked up by Eliza Baker. Such a difficult one to predict. Both sides evenly matched, especially given the absentees from Majura. To Wheel, looking for Baker, who won't keep it in. David Roberto very vocal on the sideline for Majura. Morton trying to shepherd the ball out. Ball goes the way of Tuggeranong in the end. Good effort from Goldstein over on that far side. To put the pressure on Morton. It's a throw opportunity for Tuggeranong. Back it goes to Manthongzi. Trying to get clear of Tawil. Important touch there from Mustaine. Pass won't find a teammate. Roll harmlessly out for Majura goal kick. So we've almost played 10 minutes of this first half. Both sides with a few half chances. Looks like it's going to be a really close one at this stage. Kennedy Spencer trying to turn away from Southam. Well done by Bundy. Equally well done by Richie. Georgia Moffat for Manthongzi, who finds Goldstein in a bit of room out wide for Tuggeranong. Into possession just about. Down Yemachet can drive forward. Lovely release as well to find Tawil, whose touch was a bit heavy. Baker. Ferlineto making the move. Did she stay onside? Offside flag goes up. Pass came a little late. from Tawil. Idea was good, though. If they can execute those through balls, Tuggeranong look vulnerable. Setting a fairly high line as well. Up from Lazari. And Thongzi gets the better of Baker. Gets clear of Johansson Cranfield. Kennedy Spencer, what a through ball that is from Prime. The cutback is a good one, really well defended by Joanne Southam. And that is a corner for Tuggeranong. What a great move. Started with the through ball from Kennedy Spencer. Lovely cutback from Lucy Prime. Kennedy Spencer will head over to take this corner. Almost everyone forward for Tuggeranong. Shows how important set pieces might be in this game. It's a great delivery. Who did it find? Tuggeranong with an open net. Needed a touch. I think a Majura player got there in the end. Flicked on by Bundy. It's bobbling around and Bundy does really well to win it back. Toms couldn't keep it in the end, but encouragement for Tuggeranong United. Long throw from Maya Morton. Back to Mustaine. Elaneto keeping her aware. Lazari, great pick out to find Goldstein. And Thongzi. Back to Zoe Williams. Elaneto gets there ahead of Mitchell. Free kick given by Tin. No. Decent position for Majura. Bree Kent has the ball under her arm. Will likely look to swing this one in, given the distance from goal. Yeah, it's a Cranfield. Sieben, Ritchie lurking at the probable position where this ball will be played by Kent. Roll all the way through, comfortably defended by Majura in the end. Set piece not as well executed on that occasion. Tuggeranong nearly executed their corner to perfection. What a delivery it was by Kennedy Spencer. Any touch from a Tuggeranong player would have surely made it 1-0. Morton, lovely flick on by Felaneto. Mustaine turns away from Morton there. Kennedy Spencer saving the pass after the giveaway. And Thongzi, Ritchie holds on to possession really well. On the amateur. Does well to find Tawil. Forward run by Baker. Offside flag up again on that far side. Tuggeranong holding their line well. That looked to be a closer one. But that's what they're looking to do, Majura. Looking to find those players with through balls. Tuggeranong have been defending that really well so far. Lazari's ball forward. Bundy looking to release. Gemma Toms, goalkeeper's out. Toms, great hands from Grace New. She was out of her net, read it really well. Big let off for Majura. It probably should be 1-0 down. Gemma Toms getting forward from midfield. Nearly had her first goal of the season. Nancy Cranfield with a heavy touch. How to play, it will go. Prime gave chase. The amateur comfortable that it would roll out for a throw. Ritchie has the ball under her arm from a deep position. Majura holding on at the moment. Tuggeranong have had the better chances off the head of Georgia Moffat. There'll be another throw for Vanessa Ritchie. Header won by Mitchell. Hanson Cranfield in strongly. Lovely footwork from Tara Manvongzi. Goldstein. Also did idea to find Toms, but defended well by Baker. Tawil will take on Williams. Tester for pace, and Tawil has plenty to burn. Gets the low ball in early, looking for Margot Sieb, who collided with Mitchell. Free kick goes the way of Tuggeranong in the end. Mitchell got there ahead of Margot Sieb. Best moment of the game for Majura, made by Shema Tawil. Good idea to get there. To get the early ball in, the early cross. Mitchell defended that really well in the end, just got in front of the ball. So that any contact intended for the ball would find her instead. Morton, well defended by Kennedy Spencer. Majura have scored just 11 this season. Tuggeranong have scored 8. That's at the other end where it's been the biggest issue for them. 107 conceded. Just giving them a negative 99 goal difference. So Majura in the clear in that regard. But if Tuggeranong can win this game and that game at the end of the season, might just finish above Majura unless they can beat a side in their remaining games after this one. They've got 4 left, Majura, all against sides vying for those finals positions, excluding that final game against Tuggeranong. Morton can drive forward from fullback. There's space for Bundy. Right, it goes to Prime. Look to take on Ritchie for pace. Ran out of field. Vanessa Ritchie with the throw. Up in the air by Prime. Header won by Ritchie. Back it goes from Bundy. Throw for Tuggeranong. Georgia Moffat looking for Claire Kennedy Spencer, who hasn't seen too much of the ball, but when she has, it's been the reason for everything good Tuggeranong have done at the moment. From an attacking sense, Fela Neto trying to get the ball over to Baker, who has a go, closed down. One back by Sieb and hit by Johansson Cranfield. Sieb bundled over. She stayed down. Gemma Toms with the challenge. Very physical one from the Tuggeranong number 8. Margot Sieb has stay down for Majura. Will be a free kick for them in a really promising area of the field. Hopefully for Margosib, everything's okay. So down at the moment, looks to be getting back to her feet. They have signalled for a substitution to be made. Steve looks to be potentially holding that shoulder. Hopefully nothing too serious. Hopefully everything's okay. Good to see her getting back to her feet. And that right shoulder looks to be causing her a bit of discomfort. Gonna see a change for Majura potentially. For the moment, they're down to 10. They have a free kick in a promising area of the field. It'll be Bree Kent with a right-footed in-swinger to take this one. It's Kent's delivery. It might be an effort on goal and palmed over the bar by Lazari. What a great save from the goalkeeper. Anticipating the cross, but adjusted really well to reach and nudge it over the bar. Great effort from Kent to shock the goalkeeper, and it nearly paid off. Kent will head over to take this one again, down to 10. Kent, Filaneto went for the header. Morton will leave it for Hallie Niamache to have a go. Away by Manthongzi. We are going to see a change shortly for Majura. Picked up by Niamache again. Trying to skip away from two, trying to bundle her way through. Bundy trying to get it clear to Goldstein. Can Tuggeranong make the most of their advantage? Baker giving chase to Mustaine. Shepherds it out well for a goal kick. Going to see that change now for Majura. On comes Matilda Morman. Will place Margosib on this right-hand side of the front three. Again, best wishes for Margosib. Hopefully nothing too serious. Ritchie got to play off Moffat. Throw for Majura back to 11. Flicked on. Had a play by Matilda Morman. Kennedy Spencer couldn't keep that one in. Be another Majura throw. We've played over 24 minutes of this first half. Remains 0-0. Tuggeranong have had better chances. Lovely skill there by Felineto. Just in the last few minutes, Majura had that free kick. Been growing back into the game. It's become a bit more even now, maybe slightly favouring Majura. Kent surrounded by green shirts. Away by Mitchell. Baker. Nice release for Morton. He's been getting forward from fullback. Lovely pass to find Felineto. Controlled it really well. Looking for Tawil, who couldn't link up. Well done by Goldstein. Looking for Kennedy Spencer, who is under pressure from Southam. Cranfield's done really well. And Felineto Went a bit early. Well played by Johansson Cranfield. It will be a free kick for Tuggeranong. Another offside against Majura. Again, trying to catch out that defensive line who've held their line really well. Kent got there ahead of Bundy. Mustaine. Looking to release. Toms, the idea was right. Well picked up by the amateur. Baker. Again, trying to release to Wheel. Not on the same wavelength again. Lazari chooses to get it away early. Cleared upfield by Bundy. Kennedy Spencer trying to nudge it onto Goldstein. Yamache, lovely footwork to get clear of Kennedy Spencer. Bundy. Back by Kent for Southam. Jansen Cranfield. Great ball to release Mormon, who's just come on. Faced by Jess Mitchell. Mormon opting to drive into the middle. Did well there. Patient on the ball. Majura. Mitchell, to her credit, stuck with it the whole way. So Wheels won it back for Majura. Throw goes the way of Tuggeranong, who defended that really well in the end. After that release from Majura midfield. Found Mormon. Got that pass right. If they can do that, they'll be in on goal. And Fongzi. Lovely release to find Prime. Who's in the middle for her? Get the ball in early. Goldstein was the only real option, but a lovely bit of play by Tuggeranong. Away by Mitchell. They've won it back here. Mitchell will take on Vanessa Ritchie. Lovely skill as well, driving into the area. Ritchie defended really well in the end. Mitchell wanted the free kick. Tuggeranong come again. It's a really even game. And Thongzi now to Wheel. Majura have numbers if they can get this right. Morton making the forward run. She is onside. Morton back to Tawil. Turning away from Kennedy Spencer. One back by Goldstein. And a play goes for a Tuggeranong throw. Just around 15 minutes left till half time. Can either side find the breakthrough before Moffat gives it away to Johansson Cranfield. Lovely footwork again. Lovely turn from Johansson Cranfield. Good decision as well to find Mormon. Gets the early cross in. What a delivery that is. Tawil will get on the end of it. Williams defended really strongly in the end. Now Morton. Now Helen the amateur. Southam under pressure from Kennedy Spencer, who gets there ahead of Southam. It's Claire Kennedy Spencer, and Grace New is behind it. Under pressure from Southam, who, to her credit, recovered really well. Forced her to take the shot early. Comfortable save in the end for New. Bundy. Now Gemma Toms, who's come close for Tuggeranong. Toms gets the delivery in. Can't keep the ball in. The amateur for Morton. Williams has done well. The amateur again, very composed on the ball. Baker testing the pace of Mitchell. Does really well in the end to get there ahead of Felineto. Haven't seen too much of for Majura. Mitchell can't keep the ball in. It'll be a throw for Majura. So the likes of Johansson Cranfield and Baker as well, trying to thread those through balls through. Haven't got them right yet. Just feel the same story for Tuggeranong at the other end. If they can get it right and find a goal, it could be enough for a win. You sense it could be a tight 1-0 potentially to Wheel. He's onside. Got the cross in, couldn't keep the ball in the end. Let it run too long. Baker couldn't keep the ball in. The throw for Tuggeranong. Zoe Williams having to run all the way over to that side. There's a oval stadium, this one, so it makes those clearances roll out a long way from the field. Baker, lovely control to Wheel. It goes to Niamache. Southam. Through ball, won't find a teammate. Long from Lazari. Oh, didn't find a teammate either. Mormon and Thongzi. Lovely footwork to get away from two. Set out wide for Toms. Will drive, or attempt to drive past Morton. Stuck with her really well. Toms, lovely turn, gives it back to Goldstein, who gets the cross in, looking for Prime. Comes out to Claire Bundy. That one's wide. Tuggeranong again with a big chance. Again, can't take it. Majura survive. Another scare. We're going to see a change for Tuggeranong. Lucy Prime with a really good showing down the left-hand side for Tuggeranong will be replaced by Lina Christofferson, originally named in the starting lineup. She will fill in that left wing position. Overall, great performance from Lucy Prime on this left-hand side. Almost created a goal on several occasions for Tuggeranong. Morton. Now Mitchell. Kent with a bit of a heavy touch. Lovely skill to get away from Mitchell. Sends it through again. Majura with 4 numbers. Forward. Couldn't find a teammate. Wide from Toms. Good football from Tuggeranong. Thongzi couldn't keep possession. The amateur. Kent looking to release Felineto, who's offside. Ball hit the referee. It's going to be a drop ball for Majura, who are in possession. Kent will play back to the amateur. Southam. And Cranfield. Mormon very keen to be released down that side. Important interception by Mustaine. Baker was on her bike. Good ball from Bundy. Christofferson chasing down Ritchie. Great first involvement from the Tuggeranong left winger. for Kennedy Spencer, away by Ritchie. Christopherson. And Thongzi. Faced by Kent. Back it goes to Gemma Toms. Can Tuggeranong capitalise on their greater weight of chances, really? Manthongzi skipping clear of Johansson Cranfield and can drive into space. Cuts inside as well. Over it goes to Gemma Toms, who lines one up. Grace New puts it out for a corner kick. Opted for safety there. Looked like she went to go and catch it. Decided at the last moment to palm it out. Really great strike from Gemma Toms. Great move as well from Tuggeranong. Made by Tara Manthongzi. He's technically so good in that midfield. It's going to be Goldstein to swing this one in. Away by Niamache. Comes out to Manthongzi. Didn't make the contact she wanted, Mustaine. And Thompson strongly. Header one by Kent. Bundy with an important touch. 3 forward for Majura there. Will won that one. They could have been in. Manthongzi. Goldstein. The amateur driving forward from centre back and might be able to release Ferlaneto. Great involvement from the amateur. Ferlaneto. Well won in the end by Lara Mustaine. Manthongzi. Picked up by Kent. End to end this game. Ritchie with a heavy touch. Couldn't keep it in. So many nearly moments for either side though. Can't quite connect that final pass. Ritchie. Kent. Gets it through to Tawil. Lovely footwork to get away from Williams, who defends well in the end. So we'll back to Morton. Back it goes to Niamache. Another great performance from Majura centre back. So good on the ball, defensively strong as well. Wide to Maya Morton. Picks the pass to find Ferlaneto again. Read by Tuggeranong. And again, they held their line to make it difficult. Given away by Toms. Kent seeing a lot of the ball. Almost found its way through to Ferlaneto. Ticking towards the final 5 minutes of the half. Remains 0-0. Mormon though in strongly on Mitchell. Advantage played from referee Christopherson. Southam forward from centre back. Surrounded by green shirts. Did really well to hold on to the ball. Actually looks back for her centre back partner, Niamache. Now Johansson Cranfield. Didn't find a teammate. Found Thongzi. Now Niamache can drive forward. What a through ball that is to find Mormon. Plenty of green in the middle. Mormon's cross. Can't find Ferlaneto. He was arriving in the centre of the goal. To Will. Was off to the other side. It is a corner. Might have taken a nick on the way through. Mormon to take with a low cross, looking for Kent. Away by Mitchell. Christopherson with a great pass. Under pressure. Goldstein now finds Manthongzi, and Christopherson's on her way down the left-hand side. Manthongzi, and the pass came too late for Lena Christopherson. Massive let-off again for Majura. Had to time it right. In the end, Majura held their line well. From one end to the other, Tuggeranong should be in front. Again with Christopherson picking out her teammate Manthongzi. Had the ball as a 2 against 2. Held it too long. Can Majura make them pay? Mormon with another good cross in, looking for Baker. Cleared by Mustaine. By Morton. For Shamitawil. Trying to drive past Williams. Does really well. Gets the cross in, trying to test Lazari, and it rolls across the goal line. Lazari misjudging the cross, and it nearly found the back of the net. Bit of a let-off for Tuggeranong. Lazari gives it away from the goal kick. Comes out to Felineto on the turn. Puts it wide. Scary few moments for that Tuggeranong defence. Plenty of chances for both of these sides. Tuggeranong edging it, you feel, in terms of the quality of their chances. They will feel they should be in front as we tick towards half-time. Just 3 minutes left. Throw for Williams. Looking long for Kennedy Spencer. To Wheel. Felineto trying to link up with the amateurs forward from centre-back again. Can she pick out the cross? Cuts inside. Opting to keep possession. Tawil gets the low cross in. Mustaine intercepted. Finds Kennedy Spencer. Good link up from Tuggeranong. Now Lena Christopherson will take on Ritchie. Lovely give and go with Kennedy Spencer. Christopherson gets there ahead of Southam. Does really well. Ball goes out of Southam. Throw goes the way of Tuggeranong. Great involvement there from Christopherson. Linking up with Kennedy Spencer has made a real difference off the bench. Toms, good use of the body, but well defended by Baker. In the end, 2 physical yellow cards out for Eliza Baker as well. Free kick in a really promising position on the brink of half-time. Claire Kennedy Spencer standing over this one. Almost everyone forward for Tuggeranong. Great angle for the right footer. Grace New setting up her wall. What a goal this would be in the context of their season. And on the brink of half-time. It's Kennedy Spencer's effort is curling. It's a comfortable claim in the end for New. Might have been a cross in the end. Majura pick up the ball. Neto's forward, intercepted by Manthongzi. Heavy touch by Williams. Lovely control there by Toms. Manthongzi away from Tawil. Mitchell giving chase to Morton. Another centre-back forward in this game. Throw goes the way of Tuggeranong. Kennedy Spencer. Keep it in the end. Right idea to get the ball into the box. Only Christopherson there. Majura go early. Jansen Cranford immediately under pressure does really well to hold on to possession. Is away from 3 and looking to find Felineto, who's offside. Another disappointing end to a good move. Now Tuggeranong want to get going quickly. Entered additional time at the end of the 45. Not much time left. There might be a bit of a stoppage for the injury to Marco Sieb. And Thongzi looking for Christofferson. Through ball from Mormon. Wide it goes. Apologies, 33 for Majura on that right-hand side, Millie Moody. And that is the halftime whistle. What a first half between these two sides. At the bottom of the table, Tuggeranong will feel, given the quality of chances they've had, that they should be ahead in this game. Majura have had some chances themselves. It's a close one. You feel it'll come down to fine margins in this game. Both sides are looking to catch each other out on the counter-attack. It's all to play for in the second half. Halftime here at Greenway Enclosed. Tuggeranong United 0, Majura FC 0. Hello and welcome back to Greenway Enclosed for this bottom of the table clash between Majura FC and the home side for this game, Tuggeranong United. Halftime score is 0-0. Both sides with plenty of chances. Tuggeranong maybe edging it slightly in terms of the quality of their chances, particularly on the counter-attack. Both sides looking to do just that. Have found it difficult to connect those passes in the final third. It's all to play for in the second half. Neither side able to open the scoring. We've seen a change each as well in that first half. Will there be any more in the second? Both sides look like they're unchanged from the teams that finished the half. One early change for Tuggeranong was Lucy Prime being replaced by Lynette Christopherson. And Millie Moody replacing Margot Zeeb, who went off with what looked like a shoulder injury. Hopefully everything's okay for her. She'll be back going for Majura. Almost ready for the second period. And we are underway in the second half of this game between 7th and 6th in the NPL Women's. Kennedy Spencer trying to link up with Williams, getting forward early from fullback. Nice turn from Kent. Did really well from that midfield for Majura, orchestrated a lot of the good that they did defensively and going forward. Yamache as well. It's been an outstanding performer for Majura. Again, a centre back alike to Mitchell for Tuggeranong, who's been getting forward as well, creating some chances. But Tuggeranong with all the shots on target, 3 shots on target in the game so far. Majura none. A few nervy moments for them. And Fongzi. Over it comes to Williams. Morton jumping forward. Goldstein. Yamache in strongly, does really well. Goldstein does well though to stay strong and hold off the challenge. Kent. Both sides within close distance of each other. Tuggeranong sitting very high in possession. Ball think we're now to play. Or potentially free kick given for Majura by referee Tin. No. Refereeing his first grade match, coming together in the middle of the field between Mitchell and I think Millie Moody. Good to see both getting back to their feet. We throw for Vanessa Ritchie. Looking for Johansson Cranfield. Now Moody does really well to hold off a challenge of her opponent, Georgia Moffat. Moody, out of play, goes for another Tuggeranong throw. Christopherson will leave it for Moffat. Long throw flicked off the head of Joanne Southam. Yamache keeps it in. Faced by 2 Tuggeranong players though. Finds Vanessa Ritchie. Tuggeranong pressing really well, making it difficult for Majura to play out. They've held on to possession well. They've won the ball back. Moffat almost. Ritchie under pressure from Christopherson. Tuggeranong making things really difficult and awkward. And it's a corner for Tuggeranong at the start of the second half. Really good work rate from those players in the final third. Early ball in, looking for Goldstein, who flicked it on. Kennedy Spencer pick up the ball to take the throw. Look for Mitchell. Jansen Cranfield got there first. Throw will go the way of Tuggeranong. Jess Mitchell jogs over to grab the ball. Tuggeranong camping themselves in Majura's half, everyone back. Mustaine and Williams, the furthest back, are well into their opponent's half, cleared away by Felaneto. And Thongzi holds on to possession really well. So good on the ball, Manthongzi. Williams closed down by Morton, who took a tumble. To Wheel. Take on Williams, who's defended Seamus Real really well in this game. Great performance from Williams so far. Long throw looking for Goldstein. Morton cleared by Williams. Amateur to roll for a throw. Maya Morton looking for Tawil. Flicks it on, picked up by Gemma Thompson, gives it away. And the attempted ball from Millie Moody almost released Felaneto. Goldstein back for Williams. Finds its way through to Mitchell, who stayed forward and maybe wasn't anticipating the ball would get through. Defense splitting pass from Zoe Williams. Moody will contest with Moffat, who did well to win it. Felaneto. Something for Tawil to chase. She'll test the pace of Williams again. Tawil couldn't do much again. Really well defended by Williams, who has Tawil locked up at the moment on this left side of the field. On the right side for Tuggeranong. Christopherson, Kennedy, Spencer, those two have linked up really well at times. Maybe a throw for Majura. Vanessa Ritchie with the ball. Look for Johansson Cranfield. Bundy. Felaneto does well to win it back. It's all very congested. Again, Morton on the front foot gets their first heavy touch. Almost won it off Mustaine. Goldstein looking to release Mustaine. Getting forward from centre back. The amateur again, so composed on the ball. To Wheel. The amateur with a good ball. Reacted well. Felaneto. Mitchell comes in strongly and wins the ball. Ahead of Felaneto. And free kick given against her in the end, I think, is the decision. Might be a throw for Williams. It will be deep in their own half, Tuggeranong. As they look to get out. Majura's turn to camp themselves in their opponent's half. Kent, what a pick out that is. Picked up by Ritchie, the fullback. Heavy touch from Moody. Good tackle from Kennedy Spencer. Free kick given against the number 13. Referee says the ball was not won. And a free kick opportunity for Majura. Still long range. Kent again standing over the ball. Not the easiest angle if the cross is favoured by Bree Kent. Plenty of numbers forward. Is it too far out for an effort on goal? Bree Kent has a go and it's wide. It was well hit from that distance. Remained well hit, but again, test the goalkeeper. Comfortably wide in the end. Brianna Lazari washed it behind. Hasn't had too much to do, Lazari, in the net for Tuggeranong. It's been more Grace New for Majura, who's been called into action, and she's responded really well so far. Lazari picks out Moffat. Back for Jess Mitchell. Wide it comes to Moffat again. Christopherson almost got it back from Kennedy Spencer. Johansson Cranfield. Press from Tuggeranong, forcing mistakes out of Majura. It's a bit of a scrappy game. Both sides want this one, and they're working hard for it. Christopherson giving chase. Again, Yamache there to deal with the danger. It'll be a throw for Georgia Moffat. We've played over 10 second half minutes. Remains 0-0. Tuggeranong have the ball in their opponent's half. Moffat looking for the late run of Williams. Header won by Bundy. And Morton didn't get it clear. Picked up by Goldstein. Good footwork from her. And Fong's in. Too many numbers back from Majura. Williams. Morton forced to the corner by Goldstein. Morton has to play it out for a throw. Nervy moments for Majura defensively. They held on well though. Throw for Rihanna Goldstein. Flicked on by her teammate there. Can Majura break? Tawil can't find Felineto. Mustaine. Get it flicked on by Maya Morton. The amateur away from Goldstein, away from two. Couldn't find a teammate. Williams, Toms. Again, it's the amateur. Felineto didn't read the ricochet. Ritchie. Won by Bundy. Gives Christopherson something to chase. Good strength up against Johansson Cranfield. Christopherson can't keep a hold of possession. Ritchie, header one. Johansson Cranfield up in the air. Mitchell. It's up by Tawil. Sent forward by Johansson Cranfield. Moody giving chase. Moffat did really well in the end to hold on to possession under the pressure from Millie Moody, who's done well to win it back. Throw has gone the way of Majura. Moody took a tumble. Well defended though by Georgia Moffat. Header one again by her. Throw again for Majura. So what can they conjure from this moment here, Majura? Again, no real clear chances on goal. Had a few that have gone wide. Had that nervy mix-up with the ball rolled across the line. Baker has kept it in. Hasn't done in the end. Goal kick goes the way of Tuggeranong, who survive a wave of pressure from the away side. Goal kick for Lazari. Toms picked out by Lazari. Williams with space on this right-hand side. Both sides defensively structured well, making it difficult for clear-cut chances. Again, it feels like it'll come down to maybe just the one goal. Whatever team can connect in the final third. Throw for Maya Morton. Controlled by Tawil. Goldstein in strongly, won the ball. Again, not much space to work with. Options in the middle, cut off by Majura. Toms pushes it wide to Christopherson. Moffat. Georgia Moffat for Gemma Toms. Great pick out. Goldstein picks it up ahead of Morton, who wins it. Out it comes to Toms again. Williams. Drive inside. Great run by Zoe Williams. Cleared. Tuggeranong come again. Claire Bundy for Lina Christopherson up against Vanessa Ritchie, who's paying her very close attention. Tuggeranong held on to possession well. Stain for Williams. Shut down by Eliza Baker. Lovely turn from Baker. Felaneto tussling with the ball with Gemma Toms. Bundy and Thongzi. Yamacha again gets there. Again, Majura can't really play out. Camping themselves in the half. Tuggeranong. Toms launches it upfield, no one there to pick up the pieces. Look a little out of ideas going forward, Tuggeranong, at the start of this second half. What a Majura got in response. Moody trying to pick out Ritchie, important interception. Space for Christopherson to drive into. Mitchell linking up well with Christopherson. Christopherson balls out off Ritchie, who got back and recovered well. Throw goes away of Tuggeranong. Can they make the most of their attacking momentum? Jess Mitchell with the throw. Looking for Kennedy Spencer, who controls it well. Under pressure, couldn't pick out the pass. Toms goes through two. Kennedy Spencer. Williams trying to get it forward. Baker picks it up and tries to get it through to Tawil. One back by Manthongzi. Difficult part of the match this for David Roberto's Majura side. Free kick goes the way of Tuggeranong. Foul committed by Shema Tawil. Can they make the most of this opportunity? And Thongzi had a good effort on goal from the set piece. This one much further out. Can she create something for her team? Just the two back, everyone else forward for Tuggeranong. And Thongzi only found Felaneto. Back by Bundy. Moffat. Lovely pass to find Bundy. Jansen Cranfield in well. And Thongzi. Lovely footwork from Toms. Williams. Heavy touch from Kennedy Spencer. Morton couldn't get it away. Williams has an effort on goal. Wasn't a bad one in the end. That's all Tuggeranong have really threatened. Those long-range efforts at goal. They've had some really nice passages of possession. Haven't been able to convert them into clear-cut efforts on goal. Might just take one moment, though. Because they keep on coming. They can keep Majura penned in their own half. They picked it up here. Moffat Richie into the stomach of Manthongzi. Toms. Looking for Goldstein, picked up by the amateur. In strongly. Here's Toms. Mustaine. Wide it goes to Christopherson. Back to Moffat. Heavy touch presents the ball to Millie Moody. Picked up by Zoe Williams. Bit of room for Goldstein. Gets the low cross in, no one there. Picked up by Johansson Cranfield. Majura can't get out. Johansson Cranfield's done well to hold on to possession. Good pressure from Manthongzi. Force the early release. I think we're going to see some changes for Majura, not quite going their way at the moment. Holding on defensively. Going forward, not much happening. Out of play off Joanne South, and we are going to see those changes now. Shema Tawil and Sophia Furlaneto, two of that front three replaced. Going to see Olive Huddy and Bella Pole come on for Majura. Struggle to create any opportunities going forward. Freshen up that front line. It's a completely different front three now that started the game. With Margot Sieb having sustained that injury. Olive Huddy will replace Felaneto as the central number 9. In the absence of Carmel Lynch, normally he's played that role, as has Martinello. Toms. Christopherson taking on Richie. Lovely pick out as well. Well done there by Christopherson. Manthongzi shut down by Kent. And in strongly was Mustaine on Huddy. Welcome to the game type of challenge. Olive Huddy. Moffat back to Jess Mitchell. Tuggeranong have well over 20 minutes to find a goal. They look the more likely at the moment. They just can't create those clear-cut openings. Johansson Cranfield. That's a good run forward from Eliza Baker. Touch had to be right in that situation. Kennedy Spencer from deep. Shot down by Baker. Huddy. Mustaine gives Tom something to chase. Toms does well. Goldstein. Back for Williams. It's a proper fight to win this game. Both sides want 3 points. Goldstein pulled out of that challenge. Might need a substitution. The right winger for Tuggeranong. Just pulled out of the challenge in that instance. Looks like we will be seeing a change for Tuggeranong. Number 33, Matilda Mormon, will be coming on to replace Rihanna Goldstein. She's worked really hard down that right-hand side. So, Matilda Mormon will replace Williams on this right-hand side of the back four. Williams will push forward into the right wing position. That's what it looks like at the moment. Looks like as well Manthongzi's currently sitting in that number 9 position. Kennedy Spencer dropping a little bit deeper. First involvement from Mormon. The amateur. Toms trying to get there ahead of Baker. Comes out to Manthongzi. Lovely skill there. Can't find a teammate with the pass. Bundy. Manthongzi. Mustaine. Amateur making things difficult for her opponent there. Ball won there by Bondi. Baker. Moody does well, can't find Baker. Scrappy nature of the game continues. But you can see how much both sides want the 3 points. Both sides struggling to create those clear openings. However, Moody flicks it up, header one by Mustaine. Gets through the challenge from Pole. Referee plays advantage. We'll bring it back for the free kick. Late challenge from Bella. Pole. Free kick for Tuggeranong, who want to get going quickly. Mustaine. Mormon. The heavy touch closed down by Huddy. Kent. Look to release. Olive Huddy. What a release from Kent. Moody getting forward. Huddy picks it up and almost found the pass to Moody. Don't know if she read it. Great involvement again from Olive Huddy off the bench. Picked up by Ritchie. Heavy touch up in the air by Georgia Moffat. Ritchie contesting for the ball, trying to barge her way through. Pole. Heavy pass out for Johansson Cranfield, who can't keep it in. What an opportunity that was. Not sure if Moody was anticipating the early pass from Huddy, which was a really good one. Two forwards not on the same wavelength. Throw for Tuggeranong now. So another Tuggeranong long spell of dominance. Followed up by good period for Majura. Southam. Toms gets there and has a go, and Grace New holds on. Read the shot well again. It's another shot on target from Tuggeranong. They look the more likely again going forward. First clear opening in a long time in this game. Well picked up by Bundy. Can they use that momentum of the shot? Huddy. Mustaine in strongly, wins out. Had a good game, Lara Mustaine. Moody can't find Vanessa Ritchie. It's going to be Tuggeranong throw. Georgia Moffat. Flicked off the head, came out to Kennedy Spencer. Wide for Manthongzi. Turn finds Mormon. Walks down the line, no one there. The amateur. Mustaine got there first. Been defending really well all game. And the amateur with the throw, looking for Huddy. Majura might feel they can afford to come away with a point. Long throw from Maya Morton. Huddy. Won by Bundy. Comes out to Claire Bundy. Now Moffat. Can Tuggeranong get forward? Numbers flooding back from Majura. Again, they're in swiftly to close down. Tuggeranong player on the ball. And the through ball almost found Pole away by Mitchell. Can either of these sides find a way through? Tuggeranong, you feel, given the run in to the end of the season, 3 points is a must to avoid finishing bottom. Back it goes for Lazari. Gets it away with Moody, putting her under pressure. A bit of room for Kennedy Spencer. Christopherson making the run. Kennedy Spencer finding Mormon. As well to find Kennedy Spencer. Can they switch it quickly? Kennedy Spencer holding off Huddy. Out it comes from Moffat. Again, Majura get numbers back. Sit deep. Kennedy Spencer looking for Manthongzi. Morton with a heavy touch. Comes out to Williams. And Morton defends well. Picked up by Williams. Trying to use her strength on Morton. Gets the low cross in. Only finds Southam. Who can only find Lara Mustaine. Huddy coming in quickly to close her down. Moorman. And the play goes for a Tuggeranong throw. More signs of encouragement for Ian Tom's team. Tuggeranong face Canberra Olympic, Gungahlin United, and then Gungahlin again before facing Majura on the last match day of the season. So I view this as their best chance, really, finishing in that 6th position on the table. Controlled by Bella Pole. Backheel from Moorman. Can find a teammate. Morton flicked on by Pole. Mustaine. Toms. Wide it goes for Georgia Moffat. Back for Jess Mitchell. Run being made by Williams in space. Tuggeranong again taking their time. Choosing to keep hold of possession. Nice turn by Bundy. Wide it goes to Gemma Toms. Toms looking to pick out Moorman. Bowl. Or Huddy looking for Bella Pole. Manthongzi. Huddy coming in to close her down. Manthongzi did well in the end. Can Tuggeranong build off the back of that? Toms. Again, Majura getting bodies in the way. Mitchell. Moorman. Amateur. Huddy gets away from Mitchell. Again, too many numbers back for Tuggeranong. Not enough forward for Majura. Morton. That's a bit quick. And Thongsi coming in to close down the amateur. Lovely footwork by Kent. And sends it forward for Huddy. And the offside flag is up on that far side. It looked a tight one. Again, Tuggeranong holding that defensive line well. Both sides increasing their opportunities on goal as we head towards the final few minutes of this game. Williams looking for Manthongsi, who got there. It was nearly opened up for Kennedy Spencer, and then Zoe Williams had a swing and clears it out of play for a goal kick. Grace New will take this one for Majura. Both sides with substitutes left on the bench. Tuggeranong have Mackenzie Haitzma, Annabelle Evans, the goalkeeper as well, and Casey Smith. Majura have April Van Duren and Virginia Singers named on their bench. It's Majura throw. Not much time left in this game. Close to entering the final 10 minutes. Looks like at this stage, the goalless draw might be the outcome. Can either of these sides find a winner? At this stage of the season, a goal late in this game could be crucial for where either of these teams finish. Of course, these two meet one more time in the final match of the season. Mustaine Looks back for Lazari. Looks for Toms. It's a good pick out. Lawson gets there ahead of Mormon. Mormon gets it forward, looking for Mitchell. Nyamache. Mitchell in strongly. Morton gives it back to Nyamache. Tuggeranong pushing high. Kennedy Spencer has a go. Maybe it was a cross. So many nearly moments for Tuggeranong. Can they make one of them count? Christopherson. Moffat. Toms. Falls back. Huddy puts the pressure on Mustaine, and Olive Huddy could be in here. Mustaine getting back in a big challenge from Bundy. What a tackle. Such a crucial game of the season, late in the game as well. Would that save their season? Johansson Cranfield wins it back. So Richie, well tackled by Mitchell. Out for a Majura throw. Olive Huddy's made a good impact off the bench. It was almost in on goal there. So we have entered the final 10 of the match. This round 7 rescheduled match. It's been postponed twice. It's been a long time coming, the meeting between these two. They did meet in round 14. As I mentioned, 82nd minute winner that day. Well, we see a similar story here. That was a 5-goal thriller. This game has been a closer affair. Be a goal kick for Lazari. Tuggeranong have one last chance. Lazari finds Christopherson. Toms. Christopherson can't get on the end of it. A defensive duo of Southam and the amateur have been really strong for Majura. Has had Mitchell and Mustaine. Both defences performing well. The amateur wide for Morton. He's had a good performance as well. Trying to get it through. Morton might go all the way here. Maya Morton is in on goal. And it's well met by Lazari. And Maya Morton with a positive move from fullback. Bundled her way through. Couldn't find the finishing touch. Mormon trying to release Williams. You see a change for Tuggeranong late in the game. Laura Mustaine will be replaced. Comes Mackenzie Hadesma. Looks like Matilda Mormon will slot in at centre back. Hadesma will push forward on the right side of that front three. Williams will go back to right fullback. So an attacking change. Out of play of Kennedy Spencer. Morton looked long with the throw. Majura's clearest opening of the game, late in the game. As we tick towards the final 5 minutes. Majura could have won it. And a one by Morton. Heitzma into the action. Pole looking for Johansson Cranfield. Moffat got there. Manthongzi will chase down Southam. Southam can't find a teammate. Bundy. Toms gives it away to Huddy. Can drive forward. Baker getting forward. Williams and Mitchell work it out between them. Given away again to Pole. Morton. Baker saw the run of Millie Moody. Majura maybe looked the more likely at the moment. Ritchie trying to drive away from Moffat. Won't get past Christopherson, who keeps it in. And finds Moffat, who can drive forward and look for Manthongzi. Yamache got an important touch. Lovely turn from Kent. Looking for Huddy. Well, won by Tuggeranong. End-to-end at the end of this game. Made smart. Morton wins a throw for Majura. Really well done from Maya Morton. I'm going to see a change. A late change for Majura. Virginia Singers and April Van Duren look like they'll be coming on. Millie Moody and Eliza Baker are replaced. Van Duren will go over to that right-hand side. Singers will go into a defensive position. So Nyamache is going to be pushed forward from centre back. Maya Morton picked up by Nyamache. Mitchell clears it. Comes out to Maya Morton. Looking to pick out a pass for Van Duren. He's just come on. Christopherson working hard to win the ball off your hands, and Cranfield couldn't keep it in. Great work from Christopherson. He's had a really good game for Tuggeranong. Moffat will take the throw. Time ticking away. Not long to go now. Long throw looking for Manthongzi. Lovely control. Just about 3 minutes left, plus any additional time. Breakdown of communication between Manthongzi and Christopherson. And the play goes for a Majura throw. Vanessa Ritchie. Header won by Mormon. Mitchell gets a clear upfield, but no one there. Kent has been controlling that midfield at times. Maya Morton, who went close to being the match winner. Nyamache, it opens up for Hallie Nyamache, trying to drive her way through. And that'll be a goal kick. Good involvement from Nyamache in a forward position. It looked like it could potentially have opened up for an effort on goal. Easier said than done from that angle, though. Jura finishing this half on top. Williams looking for Hatesma and a play off Kent. Hatesma looking for Kennedy Spencer. Won by Bree Kent. Both sides working so hard. They want this win. Moffat. Heavy touch from Kennedy Spencer. Well won by Toms. Wide it goes. Bundy. Back for Moffat. For Mormon. Who can't find Williams. Can Majura win this late? Nyamache with plenty of space. Not many options. Will take on the maul, Nyamache. Mitchell getting across and does not win the ball, or does in the end. Flattens Hallie Nyamache. It's a very strong challenge from Jess Mitchell. Hopefully everything's okay for her. It's a big coming together between the two. centre back with a great involvement, having pushed forward. Both sides having a bit of a discussion. Tuggeranong in a team huddle, working out what they need to do in these final few minutes. We'll have a bit of additional time for this stoppage in play. Yamache back to her feet. Good to see that. Looks like Mitchell timed the tackle. Might have got a little nick on the ball in the end. Fully committed though. Yamache looks like she'll be okay to continue. They need her on the field. At the moment, Majura down to 10. Can Tuggeranong make the most of this? Toms. Wide for Williams. Yamache off the bench. Leaves one on Williams. Yamache. Huddy gives it back to Hallie Yamache, who's driving her way through. And is having a go, and it's found Lazari. Well, Hallie Yamache, how about that for an impact? Having come off for injury. Straight back into the action. Nearly won it for Majura. Another stoppage in play. Williams this time on the end of that challenge from the Yamache that started the move. What an impact she's made though, pushing forward. Capable all over the field, seemingly. Tuggeranong receive the drop ball. Lazari looks long. Christopherson can't get there. Will hunt down Vanessa Ritchie. Into additional time at the end of the half. Might be a few minutes. Tuggeranong now the side down to 10. Casey Smith ready to come on for the final few minutes. Gonna see that change now. Smith will come on for Tuggeranong. Williams makes her way off after a really great performance at fullback. And their captain is on, one of their best performers this season. Long throw from Ritchie, header won by Mitchell. How much time is left? Mitchell. Smith just came over to receive a shin pad. Vanessa Ritchie with the throw. Into the 3rd minute of additional time. Hanson Cranfield finds Manthongzi. Christopherson. Back heel to find Kennedy Spence, and no one forward for Tuggeranong though. She'll look to launch it. Manthongzi, nice turn. They need numbers forward. Majura surround her. Bundy. Kennedy Spencer gets it wide to Christopherson. Moffat. Again, can't find those passes. Van Duren can't find a teammate. Mitchell trying to skip past Ritchie. Kennedy Spencer trying to turn away from Ritchie. Manthongzi. Now Mitchell can drive towards goal. Jess Mitchell cutting inside and shooting. And New with a comfortable claim. Not an effort on goal. That will trouble her. She's looking to get the ball forward early. For Yamache. Flicked off her head. Yamache look to drive forward again. Holds on to the ball. Looking to find Van Duren. Out of play goes for a Majura throw. Played 4 minutes of additional time. This might be the last chance for either side to find a winner. Vanessa Ritchie. Look long for Johansson Cranfield. Ball will come out for Lazari. How much time is left? That is the full-time whistle. Tuggeranong and Majura cannot be separated. Both sides defensively strong, but struggle to create clear-cut openings. In the end, the two bottom sides of the league cancelled each other out almost. Saw Tuggeranong dominate in terms of chances on goal throughout the game, but at the end, Majura came close a few times, first with Maya Morton and then with Hallie Niamiche to win the game. Neither could find the back of the net. Both goalkeepers with good performances earned their clean sheets. So full-time here at Greenway Enclosed. Tuggeranong United 0, Majura FC 0.